A code speak, as we're calling it, a clarion call has been sounded by nations across the world to use renewable energy in combating climate change. Promotion of sustainable energy sources is right on top of the agenda of every nation.
The transition to cleaner power generation is imperative for fueling sustainable growth. Should green energy be looked at only through the prism of cost benefit of companies, or is there a larger global cost and benefit of future generations the key? Does green energy make business sense, or is it just a tick in the box for nations and corporations? How long before the black coal actually turns green?
The world stands at an energy crossroads. Over 70% of global emissions stem from traditional energy sources. The call for renewable energy is urgent, undeniable. BC Tripathi is answering that call for change, a pioneer in green energy, fueling sustainable growth. Join him as he leads the energy transition to a greener future. The Coach Speak.
And the reason we ask all of those questions is because our next address is going to answer those questions and much more. To deliver that address, we have with us on stage Mr. BC Tripathi, Vice Chairman at AM Green. Thanks very much. The stage is all yours.
Thank you. Honorable Minister for Food, Agriculture, Education and Research, Excellencies, distinguished guests from India and Germany, ladies and gentlemen. A very pleasant good morning to all of you and to our dear friends, Guten Morgen, here in Germany. It's indeed an immense pleasure and honor for me to be present here in this News9 Global Summit. As we all know, energy is the lifeline for the modern economy and to sustain the growth. But looking into the impact of the climate change, the time is high that we start talking about a sustainable future of energy. Today, as we come together to discuss the future of energy, we must be cognizant to the fact that transition from fossil fuel to the renewable source of energy promises a healthier, more sustainable world. The world where cleaner energy fosters better public health, environmental and overall well-being, and this transition holds far more than just economic potential. This shift is a movement towards securing a livable future for generations to come, driven by clean air, job creation, energy access, and resilient community and society. I stand before you today with the excitement and responsibility, not only on my behalf, on behalf of Greenco and AM Green Group. The co-founder of this company, Mr. Anil and Mahesh, who set up this journey to decarbonize the economy almost 15 years back, with the vision to help energy independence and to fast-track the growth of clean energy. What started with just a 20 megawatt couple of biofuel plants has today transformed into a platform which is operating almost 10,000 megawatt of renewable power running across wind, solar, hydro in 20 states across India. This transformation has been possible due to decisive leadership of Government of India under the visionary guidance of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. The unwavering support for the renewable and clean energy has created enabling business environment in India. The global call for the energy transition has never been so clearer. Over 70% of the global emission stems from the use of energy. Making the shift to the cleaner power not just is a necessity, but a moral imperative for all of us. As nation commit to the renewable energy to combat climate change, India has a huge opportunity to lead the charge, not only by scaling the renewable energy production capacity, but also creating a sustainable infrastructure for integration of that energy into the mainstream. The initiative like One Nation, One Grid can unlock the whole potential of renewable energy in India. And at Greenco, we are focused on finding sustainable, cost-effective solution at scale to integrate these resources into the national grid. Back in 2018, we took a bet on a long-duration energy storage as we firmly believe it will be critical for integration of renewable energy and also for the safety and integrity of the energy system in future. Today, we are building almost 100 gigawatt hour of closed-loop hydro pump storage with the investment of $10 billion by 2030. This is with a proven technology and with the viable solution for long-term energy storage solution at scale. This energy storage will democratize the energy storage use on a real-time basis and day-ahead storage solutions for both renewable energy producer as well as the consumer. It will have a capacity to absorb 75 gigawatt of renewable energy into the system and which will be made available on demand. With this, we are in a position to offer electricity at a price of less than 4 cents a kilowatt hour on round-the-clock basis, which is today cheaper than a base load thermal coal power plant at a pithead level. The first project of this kind is under commissioning right now and should be available for commercial operation by the end of the current financial year. Going forward, from now, 2030, we'll be reaching a capacity of 100 gigawatt hours. Now, with the energy system decarbonization solution firmly on the execution pathway, we focus on building a larger vision for decarbonizing industrial emission and are proud to be at the forefront of the green hydrogen revolution as a part of India's green hydrogen mission. Ladies and gentlemen, you will appreciate the first industrial revolution started with coal, followed by oil and gas, and recently with the shale revolution, which we saw in US. We have been investing into these technologies, these resources to fuel our economy, and we have reached to a scale where it is today affordable. But looking into its impact, it is high time that we should talk about now green industrial revolution rather than industrial revolution. In this context, most recently we have launched a new platform called AM Green. It's a new venture dedicated to producing carbon-free molecules like hydrogen, green ammonia, sustainable aviation fuel, green methanol, and greener chemical for deeper decarbonization of industry. Energy transition, we all agree, cannot be seen in isolation. In this novel space, the role of collaboration between the policymaker, regulators, government, technology players, companies, developers cannot be overstated. At Greenco and AM Green, we are fortunate to collaborate with the global capital partners like GIC Singapore, RDI from Abu Dhabi, and Oryx from Japan, and the industry partners like Petronas from Malaysia. On technology space, we have partnered with John Cockerell from Belgium for electrolyzer, Technip and Relais from France for EPC services, Halder Tapso and Casale for ammonia technology, and many others. We are also working with academia and esteemed institutions like Stanford University, University of Southern California, Indian Institute of Technology at Hyderabad, where we are working together to develop new technology and to innovate the new smart solutions. In this aspect, we have established a School of Sustainability in Indian Institute of Technology in Hyderabad. Moreover, AM Green has forged the key European partnership as well to accelerate the clean energy initiative. On one side, we have partnered with John Cockerell to set up a 2 gigawatt electrolyzer manufacturing facility in India. We have recently placed one of the largest electrolyzer order of 640 megawatt for our upcoming project in the state of Andhra Pradesh for production of green ammonia. Germany and India have a long-standing collaboration in the energy through the Indo-German Energy Forum, and how now this unique opportunity to lead this global climate action through collaboration under Indo-German Green Hydrogen Task Force. The Indo-German collaboration has the potential to meet almost 25% of the global energy need by 2050. As a testimony to our strong commitment to the German and European partners, the collaboration, the AM Green is also entering into the strategic partnership for offtake of green ammonia with the companies like Uniper, RWE, and BASF from Germany, and Yara. We are also exploring the low-carbon solution with BASF for a value-added chemical decarbonization. And to further strengthen our technological portfolio, we have recently acquired Chempolis from Finland, which is a 2G ethanol biotechnology company, which will enable us to produce sustainable aviation fuel. Under our strategic partnership portfolio with Petronas, Malaysia, we are developing one of the largest green hydrogen platform, which is going to produce 5 million tons of green ammonia at multiple locations in India, with the investment of $7.5 billion by 2030. This will directly contribute to the net zero target of India, while simultaneously supporting the OECD market to decarbonize their industry. This output will be equivalent to almost 1 million tons of green hydrogen production, which is almost 20% of the national target of green hydrogen mission in India, which is also equivalent to almost 10% of the European import target for the hydrogen. The equity closure for all these 5 million tons of green ammonia platform has been achieved with the investment of almost $2 billion. And the first project FID has also been achieved, and the project is under execution. We expect to produce the industrial scale green ammonia by the end of 2026 in the early beginning of calendar year 2027. As nations worldwide strive to decarbonize their energy sector, the energy transition is not just about business sense or ticking the boxes between the government and the corporates. It's about securing a better future for generations to come, where we have a sustainable net zero economy. It's a movement towards a healthier, more inclusive, and sustainable world, where energy drives not only economic growth, but also environmental justice, public health, and social equity. This transition is driven by the fundamental truth: the green energy does make a business sense. While there are initial challenges, but in long term, the lower cost, reduced carbon emission, and creation of sustainable growth opportunity are the undeniable benefit. Our work at AM Green is designed to be part of this larger global effort that fuels the green growth, not just in India, but across the world. Climate change represents the existential threat, and it requires far greater investments and collaboration. As we look beyond immediate profit and loss statement, we must recognize that sustainable future cannot be built solely on the financial metrics. A true value lies in the collective responsibility we share for the well-being of our planet and future generation. I urge you, as the global leader, to accelerate the energy transition and commit to the required leadership for a sustainable and a green future. Together we can unlock the full potential of green energy, not only for the business, but for the health and the prosperity of all. Ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, I would like to thank TV9 and their German partner here for hosting this event and bringing us all together at this platform for such a large clarion call. This vision will not only be realized through partnership and collaboration, where the combined strength of nations, businesses, communities can drive the transformative changes needed to secure a greener, more equitable world for all. Together we can build a sustainable and decarbonized world. Let's join our mind and hands together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tripathi. Can I please request you?
Varun Das and Rowan Casper will just like to present us with a little token of our appreciation, sir. and Mr. Ozdemir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tripathi.